What's going on? I'm AnokhiTheOne, back with another video, and this video is all about wokeness versus awakening in the age of Aquarius, okay? So, like I've said before, wokeness is dead, okay? Why do I say wokeness is dead? Wokeness is largely an asset in the information age because wokeness is based on information, right? And I'm going to break it down, okay? And I like to be impeccable with my words, so let's define wokeness. Let's define woke because it is now in the dictionary. Okay, it is. Okay, so woke, aware of and actively attentive to important facts and issues, particularly racial issues and oppression, well informed. Okay, awakening, a coming into awareness of. Okay, woke. Okay, first difference. Woke, awakening. Woke, past tense. There's a break. Woke. It's done. It's done. It's over. It's informed. You're informed. Right? Facts. They stop. Awakening is a coming into awareness of. That doesn't mean that on the path to awakening you become woke. No. Okay? Wokeness is basically someone who is given information and they stop, all right? Or they seek information so they can use it against people, right? So how does this make sense, okay? Woke is past tense and passive. Awakening is present tense and active. It's coming into awareness of, okay? We will never ever know everything. We will never be done with awakening, okay? We're here to awaken, all right? We're constantly awakening. And at the moment where you're done, you're dead, okay? It's time for you to pass on into the next round, okay? So if you think that you're alive today and you have come to the point in which you have known all, you can't grow anymore. You're dead. You know what I'm saying? So awakening, you're awakening. You're going into, you're on a quest. Right? And that's another big difference. When you're awakening, it's based on questions that you're asking, right? A lot of people who are woke, a lot of them are being spoon-fed information on social media, in colleges. A lot of these woke people have learned 100% of what they know about politics and about race from colleges who were literally funded and created by the most racist eugenicists of all time that created the schools to brainwash you into moving the way they want you to move. So yeah, you are woke. You're woke and well informed with the information that they want you to have. Okay? You will not be in the process of awakening until you begin to question the information that you're receiving. When you start questioning the information, that's when you start going down the rabbit hole. That's another way of saying awakening, going down the rabbit hole, right? You're going down that rabbit hole, you're asking different questions. Well, who funded this college? Who is this college named after? When was it first built? Who was the originator of this college? Why did they create it in the first place? Like, first and foremost, why are they teaching me this? Why are they promoting particular things to me? Why? You ask a woke person why 2 times and they're gonna get mad. They're gonna get pissed. Why? Well, why do you think that is? Why do you, right? They're just getting, you see the difference? That was flying, right? That flew in the information. That is not gonna fly in the age of awakening, right? Because it takes more than street smarts and book smarts now. You need also spiritual smarts. You need smarts that can be applied in the moment, okay? And so, again, passive versus active knowledge. You're actively seeking. You're seeking, right? You have to seek truth. You don't have to seek facts, right? You have to seek truth, right? And that goes into idea number 2, okay, that we're talking about. Awakening is based on universal truths. Wokeness is based on facts, issues, things that have been perfectly delivered to you, okay? People have already done the work for you, all right? And the reason why they've done the work for you is because they need you to believe in a certain way, right? And I'll break down an example of the difference between fact and truth, because a lot of people think facts are automatically truth. They're very distinct differences, okay? I'm gonna break it down, because somebody sent me this one day, and I was like, wow, that's actually a fact, but it's completely false. It's a lie, right? It can be a fact and still be a lie, right? That's why this whole fact checking boosh is some boosh, okay? And they're constantly fact checking truths. It's crazy, okay? Because they can do that, because a fact and the truth are not the same thing, okay? Here's an example. It is a fact that it is very hard, listen very closely, it is very hard to find African Americans on the census records beyond the 1800s. In the 1800s and beyond. That is a fact. Think about that. Okay. And a lot of you have been told this, right? A lot of you have heard this at school and everything like that. That is a fact. Okay. That's also a lie, right? You've heard me say I've gone down my genealogy, 1700, 1800, 1600, 1500 just recently. Okay? How is that possible? Well, the term African American was not used on the census records until 1970, 1960. Okay? Beyond that point, people that look like me were considered black and Negro. So it is a fact that African Americans cannot be found in the 1800s on the census record because there's no box to check that said African American, because y'all was black and Negroes and coloreds. That's crazy. And I literally can show y'all census records that say black, mulatto, colored. They're not gonna say African American. So by telling you that fact, I just spit all over the place, good Lord, help my iPad. By telling you that fact, a lot of people that look like me, they don't even take the time to go into their genealogy because they've been told that African Americans, right, cannot be found in the census records beyond the 1800s. They don't tell you blacks can't. They don't tell you Negroes. They don't tell you colored people aren't found in the census. They say African Americans. That's a fact. Ain't that some bush? Ain't that some bush? That's how they play y'all. But that's the difference between wokeness and awakening. And you will hear woke people, well, it ain't my fault. I can't find my ancestors past the 1800s because they don't have African Americans in the census record beyond the 1800s. And they feel like they saying something deep because they didn't Google searched it. And that's what it told them, right? But if you say, well, you know, there were no African Americans in the 1800s. They were black. They were Negroes. So look that up. And you will find blacks, Negroes, colors all the way far back in history. In the census, since the beginning of census records. Okay? So that's the difference. You have to seek truth. You can't just stop at the first fact, right? When you're looking for information. I want to find out, how do I find out who my people are? How do I look up records for my ancestors? You can't stop at the first fact. No, you have to continue to seek truth. You have to continue to seek education on what was going on in the particular state that your ancestors came from. Where's your grandma from? Keep going down there. Why? Talk to your grandma. Where did you get married? Ask your grandparents. Woke people ain't gonna talk to their grandparents. Woke people think that their grandparents and their parents are ignorant and anti-black. They think that their parents and their grandparents don't want to be black or don't want to associate themselves with blackness, but they haven't talked to their parents or grandparents to realize in your grandparents and your great-grandparents' age, that whole one drop rule was a good way to get you to lose all your property and lose your sovereignty as an American citizen. Okay? That's for another video, but y'all need to stop being woke and awaken and respect your elders. Okay? They've been here for much longer than y'all. Y'all know, I know I hate to hear that. I know y'all hate to hear that, but it's a fact. Okay? You got these white people, you got these white, and I'm not even gonna say white people. You got these elite people telling you what to think, but you can't even hold a conversation with your own daggone parents. You don't even respect the blackness or the sovereignty or the intelligence of your own family, but you want to believe the intelligence on somebody on social media to tell them to let them tell you about you. That's not gonna fly. That's not gonna fly in the age of awakening. It's not gonna fly. You have to go beyond that. Okay, so you have to go beyond facts. And a lot of times, woke people will Google facts so they can fight you with. When awakening is more a process of learning these things so you can be freed from bondage. Okay, you can be freed from the bondage and negativity that comes along with certain information, right? So a lot of people don't want to be free. That's why it's okay to fight with issues and fight with facts instead of searching for universal truths, seeking truth so you can be free. The truth will set you free. If your facts are keeping you in bondage, you got to keep going because the truth will set you free. Seek the truth. You feel me? It'll set you free from the fears. And everything that I've dug deep in, any area, whether it was race, whether it's gender, whether it's sexuality, the deeper I go into any subject, it makes me feel more free. It makes me feel more connected with more people. It makes me feel like I am one. Okay, and that goes into the next section. Okay, wokeness is largely about illusions of separation. It's about identity politics. It's about how many different ways can I cut this damn cake. Okay, instead of realizing that we are all one part of a whole. Again, the more, when I seek truth, they say, when you come to the kingdom, you are neither male nor female, Jew nor Gentile, slave nor free. You are neither. Okay? So the more you seek truth, the deeper you go down the rabbit hole. Okay? And some of y'all might get stuck halfway through with the part where you're like, damn, everything's messed up. Keep going, because the further you go down, you become free because you realize everybody is wrong. We're all wrong. We're all right. Okay? And we're both and we're neither. That is the yin and the yang sign for peace. There's a little bit of good in every bad, a little bit of bad in every good. That creates peace and unity, right? Freemasonic symbols is black and white checkerboard. They're divided. They're separate. They're not one, like the peace sign. It's very different, right? So you will not have peace. You will not have freedom until you keep going down the journey, the quest. You keep asking those questions. Keep asking those questions to as many people as you can, in as many ways as you can, so you can grow in understanding. And then you can go back and teach. Okay? So that is the big difference. So I'm going to go through the 3 takeaways. Okay? Woke is passive, past tense. Awakening is present tense and active. Okay? Active in the moment. Wokeness is based on pre-approved facts, and awakening is a journey, a quest of questioning the facts, questioning those who are creating the facts. Where was the first person who said this? Why did they say it? All that depth of knowledge, not just shallow knowledge that you can easily Google. Okay, and then the last thing, wokeness is based on division, identity politics, how many ways can I slice the pie, versus awakening is more about unity, oneness. We are all one part of a beautiful, perfect pie created, hand-delivered by the universe, okay? And we are not the same, but we're different parts of one whole, okay? I'm not colorblind. I can see, okay? That's not what I'm saying here. We're all one part. We're all diverse pieces of a perfect pie. You feel me? And with that, I will see y'all in the next video. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think about wokeness? What do you think about awakening? Do you feel like you're on the path of awakening? Do you know people who are woke and are getting on your woke nerves? comment, share this with them, okay? And I will see you in the next video. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm out.